preparing for the holidays. I know this can be a very busy time. It's exciting, it's busy, it can be stressful.
Oh, I'm busy, I'm stressed. Let me make an excuse. I don't know that I can do it right now. It's the holidays, there's so many parties. I'm just leading into what we're going to be talking about.
He's leading into the whole stop the excuses.
Yeah, I'm just making excuses.
That's good. Yeah, and it's true. I know that it's a busy time with the holidays, but your self-care is just as important today, right now, even more so with everything going on with the holidays and all that. So we're excited. Yeah. So today's topic is stop the excuses. Stop. We've got our red shirts on, like stop signs.
The excuses.
Stop the excuses. What is your body really trying to tell you, and are you listening? So we're going to be talking about that. Next Tuesday, we're coming live with the secret to weight loss for 2022. Yeah. That is also going to be our last Facebook Live for the year. I'm excited about that. It's going to be an ending with a bang. So we're going to get started. Again, thank you those of you who are here watching us live and watching us recorded. I'm Lori Rappy from Thrive Functional Wellness Center.
I'm Dr. Rappy from Thrive Functional Wellness Center.
And we're very excited to be here. So we are located here in La Quinta, but we do help people everywhere, all over the US, Canada. And so we're super excited to talk about, like I said, tonight's topic is, I don't know if you guys can hear the wind, but we're having a crazy kind of a storm. So I hope everyone out there is safe.
Flash flooding.
Yeah, kind of crazy, but we're good here in La Quinta, just a lot of wind right now. But our topic is stop the excuses. What is your body telling you?
What's your body telling you? So first off, before we get to that, let's do our little disclaimer.
Yes.
This presentation is for informational purposes only. The information is not a substitute for medical advice from your medical doctor. In no way, shape, or form is that. The information is not meant to prevent, diagnose, treat, or cure any health condition. And if you are concerned about your health condition, please discuss this with your medical doctor or visit your local ER.
Awesome. So now that we're done with our disclaimer, we're just going to jump in. And I'm excited about tonight's topic because all year we've been talking very specifically about different types of health issues, whether we talked about thyroid, diabetes, hormone imbalances. Well, now we're kind of getting a little in your face about, are you listening?
In your face.
We've been talking about red flags, symptoms.
Red flags, red shirts. The bottom line is this. If you're not listening to your body, you're not paying attention. You're disengaged. You've got to listen. But it's not just listen. It's not just I'm listening. I've got to take action and do something about it. So I'm going to read a little description of a few things here. So excuses. There are many behaviors, including inaction, which we see all the time, inaction, for which we make excuses for ourselves. Excuses in the form of denial or distortion of the facts is referred to as disengagement. Disengagement, disconnected, disengagement, same concept. When we disengage from the truth or from reality, these excuses allow us to continue to participate in actions that are self-defeating or self-harming. Let me say that again.
That's a big one.
So when we disengage or disconnect, that allows us to continue to participate in these excuses that are self-sabotaging, self-harming, or self-defeating. So it's really important to be engaged, connected. That's what we always say is connected. Are you listening to your body?
Are you connected?
Yeah.
And thanks, Kelly. And yeah, I think we can all raise our hand and know there have been different times that we have been disconnected, and such a good point about continuing by being disconnected. It allows you to say the excuses like what we're going to talk about and to continue those self-defeating habits, even though we know better.
Right. And
So-
our body's screaming at us to do something, but we're so disconnected,
Right.
and we just continue to make the same excuses. Let me give you an example. We're going to go over a few examples of 6 different ones that we hear all the time.
Excuse time.
Excuse time. You ready? I hear this one a lot. This one makes me crazy. I know what to do, or I can do it myself. So here's an example of somebody who says, oh, I know what to do. Oh, I can do it myself. And yet 4 years later, they're still doing the same thing that they did before. They're not successful. They're not getting healthy. They're getting sicker and sicker and sicker. But they're making these excuses. The excuse is to tell themselves, look in the mirror in their reflection and say to themselves, oh, I know what to do. I can do it myself. I don't need anybody's help. And yet they gain more weight. Their clothes don't fit. Their cholesterol goes up. Their blood pressure is higher. They're more diabetic. But I know what to do.
Right.
And I can do it myself. We hear that one all the time.
All the time.
And it's really, obviously, think about that. It's self-defeating and it's self-harming. When you use that excuse, you're literally setting yourself up for more disease, more sickness, more debilitating issues, and the inability to enjoy life. Because life is short.
Yeah.
I know you guys think, oh, I got another 40 or 50 years left. Well, guess what? That's a blink in the eye. It'll be over like that. We can tell you. It goes that fast.
Very fast. And I think we can all
Yes.
appreciate that. And what's interesting about that excuse too is thanks to Google and the internet, we all know or we think we know what we should do. It's not like it was years ago, but by not having a system, not having the support, you see the results when you do the blood work. We see the results of doing it on your own. That's a big one.
Yeah.
The second one we hear all the time, this is a big one. I don't have the time. I'm too busy. We're all busy. We could all have the little busy cap.
Yeah.
We're all super busy.
Yes.
But I'm going to challenge you in we all have time for what's important to us.
Yes.
True?
Yes.
True?
Yes. What a horrible excuse. Not only is are you harming yourself, but it's insulting to everyone else. Like, I'm super busy and you're not. We're all busy. Life is busy. There's only 24 hours in a day. And it's really important to understand this. I challenge anybody that thinks they're too busy or says I'm too busy. How much time do you spend browsing Facebook? How much time do you spend on Instagram? How much time do you spend watching TikTok reels? How much time do you spend watching TV? Everybody's watching it on Netflix. It's never ending. So if you were to sit down and be really honest with yourself, which is a challenge for a lot of people, why? Because then the shame and the guilt of the fact that they've done this to themselves for years. If you looked at how much time you spent doing all the stuff we just described, it would be hours and hours and hours, and it would completely blow your excuse out of the water, and you'd be ashamed.
Yeah, and it's all about
you'll never use that excuse ever again.
Prioritizing your time.
Right.
And what is most important to you. And we're always talking about you need to become unapologetic about your self-care.
Yes.
Always talking about that. And that's a big one.
Absolutely.
So
the next one I'm going to say is I take care of everyone else. I take care of everybody else. Okay, so here's the scoop. If you're in charge of a group of people, little kids, right? There's a comedian that says, I've given birth to them. I'm their leader, right?
I made people.
I made people. Have you made people? I've made people, and I'm their leader. The guy is hilarious. But if you're in charge of, let's say, your family, right? If you're not healthy, how are they going to be healthy? If you get sick, who's going to take care of them? If something really bad happens and you become disabled, who's going to take care of them?
Exactly.
So if you're one of the people that are in charge, you have a family and you're involved, really basically the matriarch of the family, you need to take care of yourself so you can take care of them as well.
And you're also setting the example.
Especially
for moms. And you know what? We're all guilty of that as moms. I'm taking care of everybody else, but you're setting an example by the actions that you take and the inaction. So I like that. Okay, this is a good one too. I've tried everything and nothing works.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we can all say that. And we see the different things that people try. There's things online that you can try. I've tried a supplement. I've tried change my eating a little. I try to do a little exercise. But if we don't, you guys hear this all the time, it's the foundation of what we do here in functional medicine. If you don't identify the root cause of what's going on, then you can't change anything.
You can't change anything.
Right?
We see this a lot. People will come in and say, well, I did this one or this,
different programs.
Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, Lindora, Slim Fast, MediFast, whatever it is. There was a huge study done a number of years back by, I believe it was UCLA, and they found that 95% of the people that do those programs, including Weight Watchers, they gain every bit of their weight back and more. Why? Because they don't correct the underlying cause at all. They don't correct the cause. They just minimize your symptoms and make you think like you're doing it right. And then all of a sudden, you stop eating that packaged garbage they send you, and you have no idea, what am I supposed to do? And you go back to your old habits, and you gain all your weight back.
Yeah.
So you've got to do something different.
And that idea that what you tried in the past, so those didn't work. And it's just, we hear all of those stories about, like, I just thought about Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? He went and he tried and he tried, and he had all these different people try his chicken. And I think it was like hundreds of people later. And then now look at, what he's developed. So it's that idea that you don't look at, okay, that failed, so I'm just going to stop trying. It's about looking for something that has a complete solution.
And if you see, I tried this a number of times. So if you did something once and it didn't work, okay. But if you did it twice or a third time, I think you need some help, because obviously if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and it keeps failing, there's a problem.
Right.
All right?
Right.
There's a problem.
Exactly. So, is it your turn?
It's my turn.
Okay.
Where are we at? Okay. My health is under control. I'm just taking a couple of meds that my doctor gave me. And it's just, I love this one. It's just the smallest dose.
Yeah.
Well, think about that. It's a chemical. It's foreign to your body, and it's designed to minimize your symptoms. It does not correct the underlying cause. If it corrected the underlying cause, you wouldn't have to keep taking it. But the smallest dose, I said to somebody the other day, I said, let me ask you a question. If you took a little bit of arsenic every day, at some point down the road, you would build up a level of arsenic in your body that's toxic and you would die. Right?
Yeah. And it's like all the side effects that are listed. Just because you don't feel them doesn't mean that things aren't happening on the inside. So that's a good one.
That's
and
a big
then
excuse.
With the other one where it says, my doctor says I'm fine. They've looked at my blood work. They said I'm fine, but I know I'm not fine. I don't feel well.
Right.
So
that's a big one too. You got to remember, the medical model uses very large laboratory ranges, and as long as you're in their range, you're good. Once you've exceeded it, you go into crisis mode. That's when they write you another prescription on top of the 4 you're already taking.
Right.
So when they look at your labs, your labs are fine, and you're driving home in the car going, but I feel horrible.
I'm not fine.
Maybe I'm crazy. And then you start to question yourself. Do I really feel that way? Am I really having diarrhea? Am I really having night sweats? Are these symptoms real? Maybe I'm a little on the crazy side. You're not. It's not you. Yeah. It's that putting you in that big category and saying, your labs are fine, you're normal. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for us, these are just some of the excuses that we hear. And for us, it's really what we want to do today is show you and help you connect the dots that these red flags, these symptoms means there's something going on.
Right.
And hopefully you're tired, you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired.
Right.
And so some of the biggest symptoms that we see, we've used this new acronym, bloated. So we're going to talk just a little bit about some of these symptoms, because these are things that we see all the time, and these are all things that we can do something about it. So we'll start with B for bloated or brain fog, right? So every time I eat, I get bloated, right? In the middle of the day, I have brain fog. I'm at work and I don't remember, people's names and all that. This is not, especially the bloat. You should not be bloated after each meal. You shouldn't. This is a red flag. This is something that you should do something about.
So when you eat, again, like Lori said, when you eat, you shouldn't be bloated. You shouldn't become gassy and gurgly and all of that kind of stuff.
Right.
When you eat, what you should experience is satisfaction, satiety. I'm eating, I feel good, I'm good. Not sleepy and not energized. Those aren't appropriate, okay? And so when you have any of the symptoms under the bloat, which is bloating, belly, gas, brain fog, those aren't normal.
No.
Those are not normal.
Yeah, so that's a red flag.
That's a red flag. The next one is L for low energy. Low energy,
That's
okay?
a big one.
We hear this a lot. I don't have the energy, Dr. Rappy, to do meal prep. So what do? They grab garbage. They eat boxed meals, right? They use that as a huge excuse. Well, low energy can come from a lot of different things. Is it my adrenal glands? Is it my thyroid? Am I in an issue metabolically where I'm just not producing the amount of energy I should? Maybe I have mitochondrial dysfunction. There's a lot of different things, but low energy is not normal.
Right.
We all work hard all day long, but we don't go halfway through the day. We're just completely exhausted with no energy.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. That's telling you there's something wrong and I should address it.
Exactly. So O is for overweight, overwhelmed,
Overweight.
weight, belly fat. That could really be an indication of other hormone imbalances that are going on.
Right.
A is for anxiety.
Anxiety.
You're feeling anxious. All of a sudden, you're feeling anxious. You're driving and you're going into a new neighborhood and you're getting anxiety where you didn't have this before. People don't always make that connection that anxiety can be a hormone imbalance, that there's other things going on. Yes, it could be environmental and situational, but it could also be hormone imbalances.
Right. T is for tired.
Tired.
I'm tired all the time. I don't understand. I could sleep all 12 hours and I'm still tired.
Right.
That's not normal.
Not normal.
Hello?
You shouldn't settle for that.
No, not at all. When you sleep typically 6 to 8 hours, you should get up fully rested and ready to go with energy and vitality. Not, I'm still tired.
Exactly. And
Honey, I'm tired. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense.
When you're tired, you have low energy, and E is for exhausted. When you have all those symptoms going on, one, you shouldn't settle for how you feel because you are not living life. There's no way you're participating in all of the activities with your family and your friends if you're feeling so exhausted.
Exhausted.
It's not happening. And then drum roll for D.
D's depression or depressed. There's a difference. You can have bouts of depression that are short in duration, that they come on because of issues that are taking place, whether it's intestinal dysfunction. We see a lot of people who have bouts of depression. They were put on these antidepressants, and it's really a gut issue. There's a brain-gut connection that's really important. It's all documented. It's all based on science. What happens here can happen here. If I'm in dysfunction here, I can be in dysfunction here. If I don't produce enough serotonin in my gut, and that's where the vast majority of serotonin is produced, I'm going to have bouts of depression.
Right.
The last thing you want to do is get on an antidepressant. Believe me, they're incredibly hard to get off of.
Yeah.
And so we see a lot of these bouts of depression. Look at this now. With all the stuff that's going on out there today in the environment, whether it's the COVID, whether it's lockdowns and masks, whatever it happens to be, those things affect us psychologically.
Yeah.
Right? It's the holidays. We don't get to have this big family gathering like we used to do. There's a lot of it that can cause the depression, but a lot of it can come from this. If we fix this, we've done it thousands of times. We fix this clears up, all of a sudden the depression goes away and they're amazed.
It's pretty
absolutely amazed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that. I love that one. And so again, the theme of all this is, what are your symptoms telling you?
Right.
Don't just accept how you feel. You can feel so much better.
Don't ignore them.
Yeah. And so for us, it's the end of the year. We know everyone is looking for that shiny new object. What am I going to do? So if health goals are part of your resolution, your goals for the new year, we strongly, strongly encourage you to take action with us. The first step would be a free discovery call with me. I'm the clinic director, I'm the health coach. It's an amazing opportunity, and I have the links everywhere. It's an amazing opportunity for us just to talk about what your goals are, talk about what's going on with your health issues, and see if we can help. And then we'll go into your comprehensive blood work panel. Everybody should get a comprehensive blood work panel at the beginning of the year, because again, we need to customize what is going on, the solutions for you based on how you're feeling and what the blood work says.
That's right. It's like doing that comprehensive blood panel is just like looking at a map on how to get to a destination.
Oh, I like that.
If we know that there are road construction along the way, there's some detours along the way, okay, well, I can make adjustments for that. It's telling us what's happening inside of you right now at this moment in time, and it tells us as functional medicine people, what can we do to help you resolve those issues? It's really important,
right.
And everyone should do it at least once a year.
Yes, and what's great is we have a system, so you know what to follow, and you have the support. So you're not doing it alone. That's a huge, huge piece. We're really walking you through it. And I just think, talking with people this time of year or any time of year, but again, a lot of people have health goals on their list for the new year. And I just want you to stop for a moment and imagine this. Imagine eating and not having to unbuckle your belt, right? And not feeling bloated.
Exactly.
Imagine going out to dinner with your friends and family and not worrying about where the bathroom is. That's a big one.
Right.
Imagine having the energy to go play and have fun and be in all the activities with your friends and family. Right? Imagine not feeling alone, not being on this journey alone, but having a support system, a team, a group to help you walk through it.
So if you're tired of doing it alone, think of these things here, right? First thing, you got to be honest. I've tried and it didn't work. I tried to do it myself, didn't work. You got to be honest. That's huge, and that goes for a lot of different areas in our lives. We've got to be honest. Then, how many times have you tried in the past and failed? And then you tried again and failed? How many times are you going to keep repeating that cycle before you get honest and go, okay, I need somebody's help, right?
Exactly.
I need somebody's help because there's something that I'm missing. There's something I'm not doing. Something is going on and I need someone's help. So it's really important that you identify that honesty first and identify, I've tried that multiple times in the past and it hasn't worked.
Exactly. And Rose, thank you so much for saying that. It's always a pleasure working with you, and it's amazing to see your transformation, just as everyone that we get to work with. We're so blessed to be able to do the work that we do. It's really amazing because we have the holistic solutions, but like Dr. Appy said, one, we have to have the awareness that we're making excuses, and then also the awareness that there's something going on in my body. I don't know what it is. I took a supplement that my friend said to take. That didn't fix it.
Right.
I need to do something different.
I do Zumba just like Susie, and she's lost 20 pounds and I haven't.
Right.
So this is really important statement. I want everybody to listen carefully. Repeating the past behaviors, right? Repeating past behaviors will lead to the same past failures if we don't do something different. Again, if I repeat my past behaviors, which led to failure, I'm going to have more of the same failure.
Right.
You got to do something different.
It's all about doing something different.
It really
and
is.
This time of year is an amazing time to do it because we're all a little juiced up for a new year, new you, whatever your saying is, and most people have health goals on their list. So, and share this information with your friends and family. This isn't just for you. This is for everyone around you, because how great would it be if you know your best friend, your partner, your family members, you see them, they're exhausted, they're not living life, and you're not able to participate in life with them, how great would that be? Talk about the gift of health.
Right.
The best gift that you can give to yourself.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. To yourself, or like she said, someone else.
Yeah.
You can literally change their life.
Yeah.
And their life experience. Right?
Exactly.
That's huge.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, it's really important.
So I appreciate everybody who watched us live and all of you that are watching it recorded. Again, our goal here is just to help you reconnect, like what Dr. was saying at the beginning, making those excuses, and we're disconnected from our body. But when we can be connected and we really listen to the messages that it's giving us, and then we can do something different about it, how amazing is that?
Right.
I think on all of our resolution and New Year goals is we want to be around for a long time. I know for us, we want to see our kids get married and have grandkids, and we want to be able to participate and have fun with them, not just sit in a chair somewhere and watch everybody else have fun. So we all have our why, and we'll be talking about that in some of our upcoming Facebooks.
Absolutely.
So, but thank you so much for joining us. We will be live next Tuesday at 4:30.
4:30.
4:30, and then we're going to take some time off for Christmas, for the New Year.
Yay.
We are here in the office.
Yes, we're in the office.
But we won't be here on Facebook Live. And again, if there's a topic that you want to hear us talk about, please leave us comments. You can email, you can message us. So we're trying to provide as much information for you that helps you and your family and your loved ones and your friends. So
Absolutely, guys.
have an amazing
Grateful
evening.
to be here, grateful to share, grateful to be a part of your lives and to help you live the life that you've always hoped for. Thank you so much.
Love that.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
All right, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.